All right. Hi, folks. You all know me, Joe Crivello. Today, I'm interviewing Mark Jackson from Sure Clean Carpet Cleaning. Did I get that right, Mark?
That's correct. Sure Clean Carpet Cleaning and Restoration.
And restoration. Now, Mark, if you can believe it, has been in business for what, 300 years, Mark? How long has it been?
Few more years than that, maybe 36 years.
Oh, my gosh. Dude, we got to get you retired. There's no doubt about that, and that's our goal. Anyway, we've been working with Mark, Craig Berry, and myself, right, doing his search engine optimization, and he got this call like 150 miles away from his home base. And so, real quick, like even if we're trying to rank you in your area, sometimes Google will pick you up if there's nobody else in that area after those keywords, and you'll rank. Well, he got this call that can prove, I think, in the future to be very, very valuable to him. So he's going to talk about how he got the call. And like, you all know that we do chlorine dioxide gassing along with other things, and odor control, mold, allergens, and all that. But I'm going to let Mark talk to you about this, how he got the call and what happened from that call. And it's very look, I got goosebumps when I heard the story because I know those stories. I live that life sometimes myself and get those calls that just change my business. So Mark, take it away. I'll try to shut up for a minute.
Okay. Thank you, Joe. Thank you very much for allowing me to be in this on this ride that we're all going to be taking here with chlorine dioxide and actually being able to accomplish something that has been eluding to all of us carpet cleaning and restoration guides, people, companies forever, and that is odor removal, germ removal, actually totally disinfecting someone's house. So, I get a call like, just any other day, I get a call and someone has, they got some carpet they need cleaned, or, they got a pet odor problem that they might have in their house. And, what can you do? Is there anything you can come over and spray on it, to make it not so bad? Well, I get a call from a lady up in Indianapolis, actually Carmel, Indiana. And Joe, I could tell within just a matter of moments that this woman and her husband were at their ends. I mean, they had bought this investment property and it had become a nightmare for them. They could not get rid of this odor, this pet odor. It turned out the people that lived there were in the exotic animal business. I mean, so they had big snakes and iguanas and all these kind of pets that they took to birthday parties and, let the kids, pet them and all that kind of stuff. Well, they also had a dog, an old dog. And so I think what they did was, instead of taking the old dog for a walk, they just put the dog out into the laundry room or the garage and let it do its business. And then they would clean it up later on. So it was heavily saturated, and these people were at their ends. I mean, they had buyer's remorse. They didn't want to, they didn't want the house. They didn't want the trouble no more. But they had contacted other companies to try to get rid of the odor, and nothing was working. And they tried products left and right. They tried enzymes, they tried bleach, they tried odor bands, they tried ozone, they pressure cleaned. They did everything that they could do, vinegar, and nothing worked. So when she calls me, they're really at their last hope. And when she found out that I was 150 miles away, she said it just, she thought, oh, there's just no way this guy's going to come 150 miles to take care of my problem.
Real quick. So they did a search on Google and found you 150 miles away.
Yes. They found me 150 miles away and called me. And, I was kind of, a little bit taken back also too, that my SEO that you all are doing for me was reaching that far. So that's exciting to me that it did. I mean, I've always said that people say, do you clean here or do you go here to clean? And I've said this for a long, long, long time. I will clean the space shuttle if they slow it down for me.
That's
so,
awesome.
So I haven't been called by the space shuttle people yet, and they've actually stopped it. So I don't know. Maybe I need to get them my number. But anyhow, the lady, you know, we talk on the phone, and we talk multiple times. I mean, again, they've been burned by, you know, a few companies already, and they've tried everything. And, you know, she told me yesterday, she said, why is this guy going to be different than anybody else? You know, and I kept assuring her that I had the process. I have the answer to her problem, and all she has to do is have a little faith and say yes, and I will come up there and take care of your problem. So after 4 or 5 calls and me talking to her husband Sid, which, by the way, I believe we've developed a friendship, a real relationship actually, because she has turned out to be in the real estate business, and he is an IT guy for United Healthcare.
Oh my
So
gosh.
yeah, so they are, you know, this is a very upscale area in Carmel. So nevertheless, I get the okay, and she says, Mark, I trust you, I believe you, I'm going to give you the job. So I come up there, and sure enough, you know, we open up the garage door, and immediately that smell of that we've all smelled as carpet cleaners, it just boom, it hits you right in the face. And you know, immediately I walked through the house and all that, and the whole time she's just looking at me, looking at my expressions, and I said, she goes, well, what do you think? And I go, well, we're going to get rid of it. we're going to kill it. And you know, the first process is, you know, cleaning the concrete. Let's remove all of the chemicals that you all have put in there, that maybe even the people before you have thrown in this concrete, and that it's absorbed. Let's remove all of that. So I had a process of removing the contaminants that were there, and then I set up another process where we sprayed down a 20-gram tablet on the concrete, and then I let that dry, and then I did a vapor treatment afterwards, and kicked it. I mean, it was excellent. I mean, they walked in. I'm going to later on, really soon here in about 2 weeks, I'm going to have a video testimonial from that lady and her husband Sid. So it is going to be really, really good. But now this is a woman who told me that she could not be in the house without going to the front door and unlock and open the front door and opening the garage where they had cross ventilation. She could not be in the house more than 5 minutes. It made her sick. And so that right there alone was a big thing. Now, while I'm waiting for her husband, after I'm all done and everything like that, we're in that house with the garage door shut, the front door shut, and she is actually sitting on the doorstep coming from the garage to the laundry room where it was the worst smell. And she's sitting there, and we're waiting for him for a half hour. There's no way that, you know, she told me that. She said, there's no way I could have been there. I could be doing this. So that was powerful. And so we kicked the job. They paid me the money. I believe that she's already told me that she works for Talk to Tucker Realtor. She says, Mark, I am going to let everyone know about you and your services. You know, there's no doubt about it. You will get more work up here. And, you know, for us to come up there and do some of the treatment that we're going to be doing, you know, because I do ventilation duct cleaning and total home disinfecting. We also do water damage restoration and stuff like that. So mold mitigation. So I believe this is going to be a great, a fantastic meeting job that's going to turn into thousands of dollars, I believe. So,
you know, Mark, I've been, you know, I just sold my business. I've been in business nearly 27 years. October would have been 27 years. It's now August 2017. And so I can count on like I know those people that I got a call from my website like years ago that turned out to be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars to me. Like, it's crazy. Like, not every job is that. You get a homeowner that you carpet clean. every year you might go clean their carpet, but you get that person that's the top of their game in the real estate market or a management company, and now all of a sudden you're getting all this work from them. So the cool thing is you've worked with me and Craig on your search engine optimization, and we got you ranking out there. It's, you know, those things happen, right? Like, because no one else was searching that keyword. But also you're members of the ACES environmental team, where you were able to call me. I was able to walk you through this job, and you got a grand slam.
Oh, yeah.
Ways we do certain things, because not every job's the same, but you listened, you did it, and man, a grand slam. That's awesome.
You know, and it's so easy with the way that you've all set things up. I mean, there's so many videos. There's so many videos to walk you through doing a 20 gram, how to mix a 20 gram, how to mix 100 gram, how to mix a 500 gram, how to do this, how to do that. I mean, it's been made very simple, and the way it should be. You know, it shouldn't be that confusing to do.
Absolutely.
And so, you know, following a system, having a system in place, and just following that system, anybody can do this business. Anybody can do it. And if I can do it, anybody can do it. And I'm, you know, they say you can't treat a new dog old tricks, or something like that. You can't treat an old dog new tricks. You can. I'm telling you right now, I am completely changing the dynamics of my whole business, from a carpet cleaning company that cleaned upholstery to a restoration company that does odor removal, mold removal. You know, it's just a total 180. So
I know I've talked to you for quite a while, and I see where you're going with this. And several of our other members have made 180s, right, where they've doubled their income already. And it's like, look, Jim Taylor and Mary Lou Weaver put years and years into studying this gas and how to use it correctly, right? Like, we're very fortunate that we're able to hook up with them, because they taught me. Now I'm out teaching you, and Jim's on the phone every day teaching our members, but it is really that easy. That's why I made a video of myself blindfolded gassing off a 500, showing people how easy it is. I don't suggest anybody goes out there and goes blindfolded. It was just a whim, right? I'm like, wow, I need to show people really how easy this is. I'm going to blindfold myself. Have you seen that video? It's pretty funny.
I have seen that video, and it is really good. You know, to talk about that, I called Jim yesterday probably 3 times. I mean, and you know, every time Jim was, you know, right on the phone. I mean, answered the phone, and you know, there wasn't any stupid questions. I mean, you know, he said, "Oh no, that's a good question," and you know, I thought it might be a little stupid, but you know, nevertheless, it went over very well. I mean, very easy to talk to. Jim was very helpful. Joe was very helpful. I'm glad to be where I'm at. I know I'm in the right place at the right time.
Well, you know what, Mark? That is an exciting interview we're having right here, because I understand when you talk about where they're saying they're going to give you all this work, because as long as you keep that relationship going, you have this pocket of people. Is it Carmel, Indiana?
Carmel.
Oh, I love Carmel. Carmel, Indiana, right? Where you're saying it's a high-end part of Indiana. You know, the homes are more expensive there. People have more expendable income there.
Per capita.
So, like, I can see the future for you there. It's awesome. It's 150 miles. That's a long ways. But imagine if you set up several jobs at the same time, and like on Fridays, you go to Carmel, right? Get you a caramel apple while you're there, man. You know, and eat it on the way back or something. Look, other people are going to be watching this video. It's going to be in my training program. So I don't want to go on and on, because they're going to be like, I want to end it.
Yeah.
Look, Mark, it is a pleasure working with you, man. You're the guy. You're going there. All right. I appreciate you so much. I know that Jim and Mary Lou appreciate you so much for giving me this interview. Because look, I can talk about this all day long, how awesome it is, but it's all of you talking about it. It gets like, look, if somebody's interested in growing their business, they just need to talk to people like us. We can help them, because this is much more. When you join this to do chlorine dioxide, Is this not much more than that? Like I've taught you, man.
Far more. It's far bigger than just, far bigger than that. Joe, I'm going to be turning 69 years old here in 21 days.
No way, dude.
Yeah, I'm going to be turning 69 years old. And I tell you right now, I started the business in October of 1981, and I am just as excited. Just as excited as I was when I began my business in 1981. I mean, excitement, enthusiasm, and hope. I tell you right now, I think hope is what keeps people young. And I think it makes people stay alive for a reason. You know, you got to have a why. And I found my why. My why is going to be to help people who have an odor problem, a mold problem, an allergy problem, and that's what my why is going to be about, is to solve their problems.
Dude, you're a rock star, 69 years old, and you're out there working like this, man. Like we all, like, hey, those of you that are in your 30s, 40s, and 50s, you ought to be ashamed if you're crying about working. Mark, dude, 69, you're doing this. I'm blown away. You're my new hero. In fact,
I'm not 59. God, hold on.
Oh my God. Okay, 59. You're no longer a rock star, dude.
Yeah, I'm not now. 59.
Okay. 59, well, yeah. Dude, I was blown away at 69. 59's hard too, right?
Yeah, 59's hard.
It's like I just turned 60 in April. I have a great friend, Dave Snyder, 65, out there working. Man, it's an
69.
awesome road, bro.
I'm aging myself.
Dude, you got a few more years, man. I was like blown away. Like 69, are you kidding?
Yeah, no, 59.
All right,
59.
So hey, we're gonna end this. You still are a rock star. It doesn't matter. 59's a long time to work, man. You were a baby when you started. Anyway, all right. Have a good day, Mark. Thanks.
Thank you, Joe.
Bye-bye.
Bye.